Hey everyone, Metagross Freak here, and I just got finished watching Transformers the last night. It was a great movie. For those of you who are kind of like, on the Transformers movies, I'd probably say that of the 5 movies in the series, it's either the best one or tied for the best one. I think before the last night, I would have definitely said that Transformers 1, you know, the I guess the unofficial title, depending on where you look, is the Rise of the Autobots. But anyway, I said that the first movie was the best one, but I definitely think The Last Night has potential to be one of the best ones. Um, there's a good amount of jokes in it that are really funny, and some that I got some good chuckles from. You don't go to see it for the comedy, but there were some good little chuckly bits. Um, Bumblebee is a total badass as opposed to Age of Extinction, where he just kind of sat around. He does a lot of cool stuff. Um, the new character of Hot Rod, I guess, is the equivalent of the racial stereotype character in this movie, but as opposed to Jazz, Skids and Mudflap, or even Wheelie, who Wheelie had a brief cameo in this film. Hot Rod, who just has a really thick French accent because he likes the French accent. He wasn't really that bad. He was a pretty awesome warrior, and obviously, if I don't want to spoil too much, but I guess a technical spoiler is that he has a time gun. It doesn't do any damage. It just slows down time. And it's really cool, and I'm really sad that none of his figures come with his time gun. Megatron, they don't really explain why Galvatron is now going by Megatron, or why he has his new alt mode or anything. But it's kind of implied that basically Megatron's rebranding himself, and that he's asking he asks basically for his old posse back. But other than Barricade, we don't really see a lot of return. We don't really see a lot of old characters. So it could be implied that during the couple of years between Age of Extinction and The Last Night, that Megatron found some new Decepticons. It's like a Canadian plot that basically Transformers are coming by the truckload to Earth, so he probably just found some new friends that way. For example, Crankcase was a Transformer in Dark of the Moon, and one of the Decepticons, Berserker, looks a lot like Crankcase. Very similar head, very similar vehicle mode, and so it's kind of implied that not that they're related, but that they that maybe it's just kind of one of those the similar chassis kind of thing, because definitely Bumblebee and Hot Rod have some similar features in the movie. Barricade's pretty cool. He actually gets some lines in this movie other than "Are you Ladies Man 217?" because that was basically his only line. And Megatron actually has some pretty good moments. He's kind of a bit of a wuss in the early part of the movie, but he does have some good moments that are really relatable. Cogman, who is basically a British robot butler, has some fun lines too. He's basically, if you're familiar with Battleborn, he's basically Marquis from Battleborn, except without without a robot owl. But he was fun. I loved seeing Lennox, loved seeing Cade, liked seeing Epps. I can't remember the girl's name. Girl's name is Isabella with a Z. She was a good character. I really loved her spirit. She has basically the very much that Epps, and the Sergeant Epps and Cade Yeager kind of character feel. So I kind of like it because she could definitely be in the Bumblebee movie coming in a year or two. Squeaks was really cute. I loved Squeaks, but I don't think he got enough screen time. I think Squeaks would have been a really fun character to have more of. And of course, the Transformers from Age of Extinction came back. We got Grimlock, though he was only really in the first maybe like 5 or 6 minutes. Then he kind of just disappears entirely. Hound was great. Crosshairs was actually not a total dick for once. And I loved Drift, though they don't really explain why Drift is red and black instead of blue and black, but I liked Drift. They continued with the whole robot samurai, honor thing, and so I like Drift. Overall, I'd say it was a really great movie. You should definitely check it out if you haven't already. And if you haven't watched it yet, you can probably check out my last night Optimus Prime and Grimlock videos below. And until next time, I've been Metagross Freak, and thank you all for watching. Bye.